Hi everyone. So I am in Shoumen right now, and uh, I'm at the monument of Bulgarian heroes, so like kings and I guess heroes of all kinds. Uh, that that was described to me by the guy at the hostel on the my first time in Varna, and he told me that like they reminded him of Transformers. And so I was like, okay. And he's like, don't look them up, just go and see for yourself. And this is what I found. There's this guy, but not just him, because there's these guys. There's this guy. I like this guy. I think he might be my favorite. Just chilling in there. I think he's on a throne. Oh, wait, hold on. This guy I like. Just chilling on his throne. And then there's the corner of judgment where if you stand here you just get judged by all these people because they look like they're judging you. Yeah, these guys, this guy, and then you can have more over here. Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then this is actually quite nice. I'm guessing it represents sort of the history of Bulgaria, but not really sure. It's just really nice. And again, like a lot of places in Bulgaria, I'm all alone. Actually, at the end of the French video, there was this one guy that passed me and said hello, but that's it. Like, not a lot of tourism at the moment. So I'm gonna put this here and make sure not to turn it off. Perfect, and that way you get this as a background. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about yesterday. And yesterday was pretty nice actually. It was, I think, my favorite day so far of cycling. So it started a little bit rocky in Varna. So my plan, because I knew it was going to be a big day, it was about 100 kilometers. My plan was to start riding at 8. At 8 o'clock I should be riding, I should be ready. And so yeah, I had packed my bag the day before. Like everything was ready. I go downstairs at probably 7:55, and there's nobody there. And I was like, oh, of course they're not there. And then this English couple joins me, and they tell me that like the people get there at 8:30, so I have 30 minutes to wait there. So I don't have much choice, so I just wait, and I tell the English couple if they want they can just leave me their keys. They just wanted to return the keys. So like, if you want, just give me the keys and I'll return it for you. They were like, no, we'll wait. I started talking to them. So they're English from Manchester, but actually they live in Burgas now, or close to Burgas. Yeah, so we just chit-chatted a little bit, and then this other English lady came, and she told us that she had to return her key, but she also had to return a cell phone. And the way it looked is that there was the hall, sort of where we were, which was like to get from the hostel to outside, you need to pass through there. And normally there's like almost a bar that's where people are, like the reception is. But there's like this wooden grill, the wooden bars over them, so you obviously can't go into it, because that's where the cash register is and everything. And so the lady was like, well, I don't know what to do because he did leave me his phone. You know what, I'll leave it for him next to the cash register. So she puts her hands through the bars, and like I was about to drop the phone next to the cash register, and the alarm starts blaring. So it's really like 8 o'clock in the morning. You don't want the sound of a huge alarm like in your head. So we all get out, we wait, and then we get back in. And then the gentleman, I don't know, he looks for something. He leans over the bars, and the alarm starts going again. So we all get out again, and then come back in. And then while we're out, I'm like, you know what? I told the other lady as well, if you want, just leave me the keys and the phone. I'll return everything for him. And she's like, oh, okay, that would be great. So she leaves me everything, And then the English couple was like, oh well, we might as well do the same. So they leave me the keys. And yeah, I get not, it wasn't the police. I guess it was the alarm people showed up, and they didn't speak English, so I didn't know what to tell them. And I thought at the beginning, I thought it was the reception people. So I was like, oh, can I go get my bike? Which didn't make any sense. And the guy from the reception came a little while later, and then so he was able to explain everything, and that was fine. And yeah, so I don't know if I said this, but when I left my bike, I left it in their basement, and in the basement it's an old gay bar that I don't know why went out of business 5 years ago. So yeah, my bike was just in the middle of the dance floor of this gay bar. So I brought my bike back, and yeah, I started riding around 8:30, a little later than 8:30, and yeah, just went for it. The Petrified Forest was really cool, lots of nice pictures, but again, nobody was there. I saw footprints of people and footprints of a dog and other animals, but yeah, nobody was there. It was only when I left that actually I crossed people. They were getting in and I was going out. But no, it was kind of nice, but there was no information about anything. So great for pictures because you never have those information signs everywhere. But I think there was one sign, but all the sign said was the pictures are nice here, but in 200 meters further in, they're nicer. Okay. But it didn't give any information. But yeah, that's about it for the Petrified Forest. And then I continued on the road, and it happened once before where you're on the same road for so long. So usually my app tells me turn right in 2 kilometers or go straight in 1 kilometer. Turn right in 200 meters. But here it was go straight for 49.5 kilometers. Oh gosh, just on the same road. So it was kind of nice that I didn't have to check my phone just to make sure I was on the right way. As long as I kept going straight, I knew I was fine. But yeah, otherwise nothing very exciting about the road. It was such a nice day though. It really not a cloud until 3 o'clock, so that was great. I had lunch on the side of the road. There was really nowhere to have lunch, so I just stopped on the side of the road, had lunch, and then yeah, made it to the Horsemen of Kabbalah or Karaka. I don't know what the Horsemen. It's part of the UNESCO heritage. So went there, and it was 5 lev to get in, so €2.50, which I don't. It's so cheap. And yeah, again, there was not a lot of people. I crossed this Danish family. I'm guessing they were a family. They were together, but and so we started talking, and she's like, "Oh, you're biking? How fun!" And she said, "Okay, well, the Horseman is nice, but you go see the whole complex because there's the Horseman, but then there are caves that are quite nice, and then if you go this way, there's you can go all the way up on top of the cliff, and there's a fortress there that's kind of nice and picturesque." So I did everything, and yeah, the Horseman was underwhelming. I imagined Mount Rushmore. I imagined a huge horse and with a rider. So I was really looking forward to that. But no, it was life size. I guess it was really old. It was made in 700, I think, or 600. It was really a long time ago. But and it wasn't in a great state, so it was, like I said, pretty underwhelming. And you had this big, ugly construction underneath it, and I think it was just so that people could, special people, because it was locked, special people could go on that as a platform and have a better look at it. But I was not a special person, so I didn't get to do that. And right, and then the caves were interesting because they were used since prehistoric times. But not a lot of signs, just here and there something interesting. And then the fortress, so it was a lot of stairs to get all the way to the top. But again, I was alone. There was nobody. There were people at the Horseman. There was maybe like 2 families at the Horseman. But going up to the fortress and then back down to the fortress, I didn't cross a soul. Like, there was no one. So kind of neat in a way. And then I took some pictures using the tripod and kind of had fun with it. But other than that, like, yeah, not like nobody, which is always surprising. And then coming back down, so I try to beat the sunset because I didn't want to ride around at night too long. In the sun, yeah, I made it. Sorry, I thought there was something about the sunset. Oh, right. So, no, I managed to get down in time before it got dark, started going, and then, yeah, all of a sudden there were like a bunch of people with horses and, not buggies, but like trailers behind the horse. So it was just a blast from the past. Yeah, I had to follow one on the road, which was nice because it goes about my speed. And actually, at some point, it was going too slow, so I passed it. So I was quite happy to it's a bit stronger than a horse. And then, no, I started going towards Shoumen, and yeah, nothing more exciting. Really nice sunset, so took lots of pictures that way. But no, got to Shoumen and found the hotel, and that's it. That was about it. Oh, I'll show you Shoumen because actually this monument is quite high up. So that was kind of cool. It was hard to get here, but no, it's quite a nice view. It's just very high. There we go. So yeah, that's Shoumen. So not a huge city, and yeah, it's a little bit hilly, so I'm guessing tomorrow I'm gonna have a couple of hills. But yeah, so I'm gonna stay in Shoumen today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try to have a short trip because there's some Thracian tombs that are a little bit out of the way, but I'm taking my time to get to Bucharest. I need to be in Bucharest by the 5th, so that gives me tons of time. So yeah, that will be fine. All right, bye.